Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ielts Insider channel. My name is James, and today we are going to be looking at Ielts listening once again. So, I did a stream on Wednesday where we practiced part one of the Ielts listening test. Today we are going to do another practice test, and today's practice test will be about part two of the IELTS listening test. So before we get started, everyone, I'll just put a little banner along the bottom. Welcome to the channel. We're broadcasting live on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. If you do have any questions during the live stream, you can ask those questions in the live chat that is available, and I will try to answer as many questions as I can. Also, please remember to click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your support. So, before we get started with the lesson, we've got a few comments coming in here. Let's have a look at some comments. English class Egypt is saying hello, James. Waiting for your fruitful and valuable session. Okay, very interesting use of vocabulary there. English class Egypt, fruitful and valuable. Very, very good descriptive words to describe something that is useful to you. So excellent. Anna Maria is saying hello, James, 6 a.m. and ready for your class. Yeah, always very early in Colombia when I do these live streams. So yeah, that means a lot. Anna Maria, you're getting up early in the morning to catch the live stream. Great work, shows great commitment. So excellent to see you in the live stream today. And Anna Maria is just saying hello to English class Egypt as well. And we've got a nice response. So we're all caught up with the comments. Also in the chat today, if you've got any special plans for the weekend, write them down. Let me know what you're up to, and we can maybe get some discussion about that in today's lesson as well. However, the primary focus today will be the mock test, which will be on part two. Oh, Robin's here as well. Hello, Robin. How are you doing? So I think we're ready to get started. We're all saying hello. Very nice atmosphere in this live stream today. So we are going to be going over the question types. We're going to look a little bit in more detail today at reading the questions and then trying to kind of understand what type of information is required. We'll look at the taking notes, and then we'll give you time at the end for transferring your answers when we do the practice test. So I just thought spending a little bit of time today looking at the questions and trying to see how we can find the important information quickly so that we can then listen carefully for that type of information. Oh, Anna Maria has said something. I've just caught this. I will watch Wimbledon. Well, I'm not very interested in Wimbledon, Anna Maria. However, you're going to also watch La Tour de France, the most important biking race. And this is probably my favorite sporting event of the year. Now, Anna Maria, you're from Colombia, so you've got so many good cyclists there. I think this year, I think maybe Rigoberto Uran is maybe his last one, Nairo Quintana. And then there's a lot of other great Colombian cyclists. I can't remember their names. But Anna Maria, I think this year it's going to be Pogacar again. He's going to win it very easily. So, some weekend plans, watching Wimbledon and the Tour de France. Very good. Elite Grande saying hello. Hello to you and welcome to the stream. So, we're going to go on, and on the last live stream, we looked at recording one, which was a conversation set around a general everyday topic. Now, recording two is similar in the topic, but the type of recording is very different. So, recording one will usually be a conversation between two people. In recording two, it is a monologue. Now, a monologue just simply means one person speaking. When you see this word mono in English, it means one. So it is a monologue set around a general everyday topic, something like a speech about local facilities or services, maybe an explanation of a tour, or just someone giving general advice. So for some of you, this could be easier because there's only one voice that you need to concentrate on. You don't need to think about who is speaking and when, like we seen in recording one. This will just be a single person speaking, so it may be a little bit easier to follow what is being said. In today's test, you are going to hear someone explaining information about the counseling service at a college. So they're going to be giving information about a specific thing, and you will have to answer 10 questions about that. So, similar in all of the parts, recording one, two, three, and four, all of them have 10 questions in them. So, that's going to be today's topic. Someone will be explaining about the counseling services at a college. We've talked about this on another live stream, but just to remind everybody, there are 6 main question types: multiple choice, matching, labeling a plan or a map, filling in a table or a chart, completing sentences, and then answering questions with short answers. So, in today's listening, there's going to be 2 types of question. First one will be multiple choice, and the second one will be table and chart completion. Now, when we did the live stream the other day on Wednesday, we did this type of question, and some people that were attempting this had a lot of difficulty with this. So I think this is a good chance for us to practice again today and see if we can improve on what we did in the first practice test. So, as I explained before, it is really important that you read the questions carefully before answering. You only have maybe 20 to 30 seconds to read the questions. What you need to do here is identify the important information. Um, Today's recording will be split into 2 sets, so you will have time to read each set of questions before each recording is played. Very important to look for these sentences, no more than one word and or a number, or no more than 2 words and or a number, no more than 3 words and or a number. So this instruction is very important. If it says no more than 1 word and or a number, then we write our answer and it has 3 words. That's going to be incorrect. It's really important we look for this information in the question. So let's look at some example questions. Now, these are not from today's test. This is just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. So, first thing we need to do here is read the question quickly. So, what does Jack tell his tutor about each of the following course options? So, we've got 3. He'll definitely do it. He may or may not do it. He won't do it. So we've got yes, maybe, no. That's a kind of good way to think while you're listening. Yes, maybe, or no. And then in the listening, you are going to focus on 5 things here, and you would just write A, B, or C beside each one. So in this case, um, you can choose A for 2 or 3 answers. There's no limit on it. And this is quite similar in layout to the question we will be doing today. You'll have 3 choices and you'll have, I think, 4 or 5 um, things that we need to match. So, although this is a multiple choice style question, it's also a matching question. We're just matching the answers to the subjects. So, that is going to be similar to the type of question we do in today's mock test. We're also going to be doing a question which has some table completion. Now, when you're reading this question, look here. We've got a really important thing at the top. Write no more than 2 words and or a number for each answer. So we can have 1 word, we can have 2 words, we can have a number, or we could have a word and a number. So this is really important to read before you even look at the table. So we know no more than 2 words and or a number. Then we have to quickly look through and find out what is missing. So useful for people with asthma or something problems. We'd be listening for the word asthma, what follows it or what's near it. The location is number 8. So we're looking for a place here. This one is saying 9th of March at 9. So we're probably looking for a time here. And then number 10 would be a little bit more difficult because it's notes. We don't really know here. But I think this is talking about people. This is talking about people. I think this must be talking about people as well. So I know this is quite difficult to do in the short amount of time that you have, but it's so important looking at the headings, looking quickly to find, reading this part at the top. Really important to read the questions quickly, but also trying to find out the important information. So really essential for you to try and read these as quickly as you can. Remember, you're only going to have 20 to 30 seconds to read these. So when you're doing the listening today, everyone, you should have some notepad and pencil near you so that you can write down your answers while you're listening. That's something that is important to do as well. Um, so some people think I'm just going to listen and I'll write the answers later. Don't do that right while you're listening because you might not remember later. So that's very important to write while you listen. Okay, now before we go on to the practice test, I just want to catch up with some of your comments. Anna Maria is saying that's awesome to know. I hope you enjoy that too. Yes, Colombian racers are amazing. They are. I think Spain, Colombia, UK's pretty good, but I think Spain and Colombia are maybe the top two just now. Um, oh, Kavinu is here. Hi, Kavinu. And he says, I came after finishing my homework and writing an essay to Robin. Excellent, Kavinu. Very busy. Nice to hear you're studying so hard. It was a letter, not an essay. Excellent. And Julio is here. Julio's saying hello, everyone. Hello, Julio. And Elite Grande is also saying hello, Julio. Um, by the way, how many times can a person write this IELTS exam officially? You can take the IELTS exam as many times as you want, but that's probably not a good idea because it's a very expensive exam. But there's no limit on the amount of times that people take the exam. Yeah, but as I said, I think most people do it 2, maybe 3 times. Some people do it just once and they get the score that they are happy with, and that's it finished. Some people take the test and maybe get a little bit lower than they expected, and they would maybe wait for 2 months and take the test again to increase their score. And then again, some people maybe need to keep building and maybe take it 3 times or I've heard of people taking it more, but really, with it being such an expensive test, it's really important that you are prepared before you take the test rather than just taking the test and then going, oh, that was really difficult. If you're prepared before, you've got a better chance of achieving the score that you want. But yeah, to answer your question, Kavino, you can take the IELTS exam as many times as you like. English class, Egypt is saying hello to Julio and hello, Kavino, Julio, and Elite. Very good. So we're all caught up with our chat. Let's go on to the practice test. So we are going to be doing a practice test for part 2 of the listening exam. It will be split into 2 parts. You will have 30 seconds to read the questions before each part of the recording is played. Write your answers on a piece of paper. So everybody should have their pen and paper ready just now. So everyone, are you ready? I will take that as a yes. So what we're going to be doing now is as soon as I go on to the next slide, the test will start. So everybody should be prepared to read the questions as soon as I flip on to the next slide. Hold on, I think that's better here, maybe. Okay, green, green, green. Let's go, let's go. So I am going to start part 1 right now. And here we go.
Section 2. You will hear a guidance counsellor talking to a group of students. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14. Listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Hello everyone. I'm the Counselling Administrator here at St Ives College, and I've been asked to come and talk to you about our counselling team and the services that we offer. We have 3 professional counsellors here at St Ives: Louise Bagshaw, Tony Denby and Naomi Flynn. They each hold daily one-on-one sessions with students, but which counsellor you see will depend on a number of factors. If you've never used a counsellor before, then you should make an appointment with Naomi Flynn. Naomi specialises in seeing new students and offers a preliminary session where she will talk to you about what you can expect from counselling, followed by some simple questions about what you would like to discuss. This can be really helpful for students who are feeling a bit worried about the counselling process. Naomi is also the best option for students who can only see a counsellor outside office hours. She is not in on Mondays, but starts early on Wednesday mornings and works late on Thursday evenings, so you can see her before your first class or after your last class on those days. Louise staffs our drop-in centre throughout the day. If you need to see someone without a prior appointment, then she is the one to visit. Please note that if you use this service, then Louise will either see you herself or place you with the next available counsellor. If you want to be sure to see the same counsellor on each visit, then we strongly recommend you make an appointment ahead of time. You can do this at reception during office hours or by using our online booking form. Tony is our newest addition to the counselling team. He is our only male counsellor, and he has an extensive background in stress management and relaxation techniques. We encourage anyone who is trying to deal with anxiety to see him. Tony will introduce you to a full range of techniques to help you cope with this problem, such as body awareness, time management, and positive reinforcement.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Each semester, the counselling team runs a number of small group workshops. These last for 2 hours and are free to all enrolled students. Our first workshop is called Adjusting. We've found that tertiary education can come as a big shock for some people. After the structured learning environment of school, it is easy to feel lost. In this workshop, we will introduce you to what is necessary for academic success. As you might expect, we're targeting first-year students with this offering. Getting organised follows on from the first workshop. Here, we're going to help you break the habit of putting things off, get the most out of your time, and discover the right balance between academic and recreational activities. With Getting Organised, we're catering to a broader crowd, which includes all undergraduates and postgraduates. Next up is a workshop called Communicating. The way people interact here may be quite different to what you're used to, especially if you've come from abroad. We'll cover an area that many foreign students struggle with: how to talk with teachers and other staff. We'll cover all aspects of multicultural communication. International students tend to get a lot out of this class, so we particularly encourage you to come along. But I must say that sometimes students from a local background find it helpful too, so everyone is welcome. The anxiety workshop is held later on in the year and deals with something you will all be familiar with: the nerves and anxiety that come when exams are approaching. Many students go through their entire academic careers suffering like this, but you don't have to. Come to this workshop and we'll teach you all about relaxation and how to breathe properly. as well as meditation and other strategies to remain calm. We've tailored this workshop to anyone who is going to sit exams. Finally, we have the motivation workshop. The big topic here is how to stay on target and motivated during long-term research projects. This workshop is strictly for research students, as less advanced students already have several workshops catering to their needs. Well, that's it. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions or want more information about our services, do come and see us at the counselling service.
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 3.
Okay then, so that is the end of part 2 of the IELTS listening. So we're going to kind of see how everybody did first of all. So for those of you that did the listening on the first live stream, how did you feel about today's listening? Did you find it you were more comfortable, or was it still difficult? Let me know in the chat how you felt about today's listening. Again, don't worry so much if you got some answers wrong. This is just a practice test. We need to do more and more of these, and gradually you will become more confident, and you will find ways of listening out for those correct answers. So I think what we'll do is for questions 11 to 14, post in the chat, what were your answers? So we had a choice of A, Louise Bagshaw, B, Tony Denby, or C, Naomi Flynn. So for numbers 11 to 14, let me know what you thought the correct answers were. I'll give you about a minute to do this. So type your answers in. Okay, we've got 2 responses come in here. So, English class Egypt is saying CCAB. So that's Naomi, Louise, and then Tony. Okay. Anna Maria is going for Tony, then Naomi, and then Louise and Tony. So a little bit of difference there. Okay. Let's have a look at the answers then for part 1. So our correct answers should have been C, C, A, B. So if it's your first time seeing a counsellor, you should see Naomi Flynn. If you are unable, so that means if you can't see a counsellor during normal office hours, we see Naomi again. So same person for 1, 11, and 12. And if you do not have an appointment, that was Louise Bagshaw. And if your concerns are related to anxiety, that was Tony Denby. So I think we will listen to this again, and I'll just stop it at the points which I think are the most important that give you the correct answer. So let's listen here again.
Section 2. Listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Hello, everyone. I'm the counselling administrator here at St Ives College, and I've been asked to come and talk to you about our counselling team and the services that we offer. We have 3 professional counsellors here at St Ives: Louise Bagshaw, Tony Denby, and Naomi Flynn. They each hold daily one-on-one sessions with students, but which counsellor you see will depend on a number of factors. If you've never used a counsellor before, then you should make an appointment with Naomi Flynn.
So there was the important sentence. If you have never seen a counsellor before. So if you have never seen a counsellor before, that would mean it is your first time seeing a counsellor. So that's how the conversation linked to the question there. And then she says the name Naomi Flynn. So let's listen to that
Students,
again.
but which counsellor you see will depend on a number of factors. If you've never used a counsellor before, then you should make an appointment with Naomi Flynn. Naomi specialises in seeing new students and offers a preliminary session where she will talk to you about what you can expect from counselling, followed by some simple questions about what you would like to discuss. This can be really helpful for students who are feeling a bit worried about the counselling process. Naomi is also the best option for students who can only see a counsellor outside office hours.
Okay, Naomi is also the best option for people that can only see a counsellor outside office hours. So again, it's kind of the reverse of the question. So if you are unable to see a counsellor during normal office hours, is the same as if you can't see them at that time. So again, Naomi was the answer here. Let's just listen to that sentence again.
Naomi is also the best option for students who can only see a counsellor outside office hours.
Okay. The best option for students who can only see a counsellor outside office hours. So that's what's telling us this is the answer. Let's go on to the next one.
She is not in on Mondays, but starts early on Wednesday mornings and works late on Thursday evenings, so you can see her before your first class or after your last class on those days. Louise staffs our drop-in centre throughout the day. If you need to see someone without a prior appointment, then she is the one to visit. Please note that if you use this service,
Okay. So please, if you want to visit without a prior appointment, she is the one to visit. They had already mentioned the name of Louise Bagshaw, so that was for number 13 if you do not have an appointment. So let's listen to that again.
to your last class on those days. Louise staffs our drop-in centre throughout the day. If you need to see someone without a prior appointment, then she is the one to visit. Please note that if you use this service, then Louise will either see you herself or place you with the next available counsellor. If you want to be sure to see the same counsellor on each visit, then we strongly recommend you make an appointment ahead of time. You can do this at reception during office hours or by using our online booking form. Tony is our newest addition to the counselling team. He is our only male counsellor, and he has an extensive background in stress management and relaxation techniques. We encourage anyone who is trying to deal with anxiety to see him.
Okay. So they mentioned Tony's name quite early and then didn't mention anxiety for another few sentences. So maybe you're thinking, oh, wait a minute, who are they talking about? So this is where it's good to focus. because we know these names, when we hear the name Tony, our ears should stick up. So let's listen to it again from when they talk about Tony.
You can do this at reception during office hours or by using our online booking form. Tony is our newest addition to the counselling team. He is our only male counsellor, and he has an extensive background in stress management and relaxation techniques. We encourage anyone who is trying to deal with anxiety to see him. Tony will introduce you to a full range of techniques to help you cope with this problem, such as body awareness, time management, and positive reinforcement.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look.
Okay, so that's kind of giving us some ideas. What's saying? I like it a bit harder than part one. Okay, so you thought this was a bit more difficult today. Um, Anna Maria is saying, I felt better in this session than the previous live stream. Good, Anna Maria. Hopefully, that's just maybe the first time you did it, a little bit of nerves. The more you do this, the more comfortable you will become. And then we are congratulating each other. Very good. All right. So, part one, these were the answers for that. Now, for part two, some of you have given some answers for this. English class Egypt, you've saying number 15 was missed. 16 was balance. 17 international. 18 was relaxation. 19 motivation and 20 miss. Okay, so you missed 15 and 20. Anna Maria missed 15 and she got right balance, international, relaxation, motivation, and research. Oh, be careful with the spelling there, Anna Maria. Remember, on the test, if you do spell the word incorrectly, you don't get the point. So, yeah, be careful about the spelling. So I think both of you guys have done really well here. I think there's a few small issues here, but yeah, I think you guys have done quite well. Yay, there we go. Excellent. So when we're checking our answers, it's always good to check the spelling. Okay, so let's go on to the answers then. So our answer for number 15 was first year students. Find balance between study and leisure. If you had written right balance, like Anna Maria had done, that would be completely fine because write no more than 2 words. So if you wrote balance or right balance, both of them would be fine. So Anna Maria wrote here, right balance, correct. English class Egypt wrote balance, correct. So both of those answers would be correct in the exam. So good. Number 17, international students. It's very important we include the word students here. All students, especially international students. If we look here, first year students, all students, research students. So here, all students, especially international students. Now, you guys just wrote international. There's a small chance in the test that they would accept your answer. This would be one of those ones where it kind of depends on who is grading. Some people would allow that answer, just international. That might be okay. Some people would say, no, we need international students. But I think both of you kind of got the answers there. Number 18 was relaxation. And number 19, motivation. Number 20, research students. So I'm going to play through this again, and I'm just going to stop quickly at each answer and replay at that point. So let's listen again.
And answer questions 15 to 20.
Each semester, the counselling team runs a number of small group workshops. These last for 2 hours and are free to all enrolled students. Our first workshop is called Adjusting. We've found that tertiary education can come as a big shock for some people. After the structured learning environment of school, it is easy to feel lost. In this workshop, we will introduce you to what is necessary for academic success. As you might expect, we're targeting first-year students with this offering.
We are targeting first year students. Now, this could possibly be a difference between American and British English. So I think if this was an American listening, they probably wouldn't call them first year students. Now, what do they call them? They would call them freshman students. So in the US, they would say freshman students. In the UK, they don't use that word freshman. They would refer to it as first year students. So maybe that one could come down to a difference between what type of English you are used to listening to. So yeah, let's listen again quickly for that.
As you might expect, we're targeting first-year students with this offering. Getting organised follows on from the first workshop. Here, we're going to help you break the habit of putting things off, get the most out of your time, and discover the right balance between academic and recreational.
So there we go. Find the right balance between academic and recreational. Academic, study, leisure, recreational. So they're just using some different types of vocabulary. This is why it's so important to know synonyms for a variety of words. But yeah, find a balance or find the right balance would be a good answer here. So let's just quickly go back over that.
Discover the right balance between academic and recreational activities. With getting organised, we're catering to a broader crowd, which includes all undergraduates and postgraduates. Next up is a workshop called Communicating. The way people interact here may be quite different to what you're used to, especially if you've come from abroad. We'll cover an area that many foreign students struggle with: how to talk with teachers and other staff. We'll cover all aspects of multicultural communication. International students tend to get a lot out of this class, so we particularly encourage you to come along.
Okay. So again, particularly, especially, similar words. So they are encouraging international students to come along. Um, ah, yeah, Anna Maria, she said right balance. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I said right balance would be a correct answer. Also, balance would be a correct answer. So both of them could be correct. If you want me to, I will change this just to show that this both of these would be possible. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, they are both correct. Both correct. Um let's go on. So we heard about the international students. Let's quickly listen to that
How to
again.
talk with teachers and other staff. We'll cover all aspects of multicultural communication. International students tend to get a lot out of this class, so we particularly encourage you to come along. But I must say that sometimes students from a local background find it helpful too. So, everyone is welcome. The anxiety workshop is held later on in the year and deals with something you will all be familiar with, the nerves and anxiety that come when exams are approaching. Many students go through their entire academic careers suffering like this, but you don't have to. Come to this workshop and we'll teach you all about relaxation and how to breathe properly, as well as meditation.
Okay, so relaxation, how to breathe properly is just another way to say breathing techniques. So we know that this is in that area. So relaxation was that answer. Let's quickly listen again.
Academic careers suffering like this, but you don't have to. Come to this workshop and we'll teach you all about relaxation and how to breathe properly, as well as meditation and other strategies to remain calm. We've tailored this workshop to anyone who is going to sit exams. Finally, we have the motivation workshop. The
Okay, so there's a big clue there. Finally, finally, that means it's going to be the last section. So we should be listening. This is going to be at the beginning. So she mentions it straight away. Finally, we have the motivation workshop. So there we go. There was our answer. Let's quickly go over that again.
meditation and other strategies to remain calm. We've tailored this workshop to anyone who is going to sit exams. Finally, we have the motivation workshop. The big topic here is how to stay on target and motivated during long-term research projects. This workshop is strictly for research students, as less advanced students already have several workshops catering
Okay. So this is aimed at research students. Let's look at that again.
at exams. Finally, we have the motivation workshop. The big topic here is how to stay on target and motivated during long-term research projects. This workshop is strictly for research students.
Strictly for research students. Okay. Strictly means only. So it's only them that can do it. So there was our final answer. So I think maybe from the people in the live stream who have been commenting, I certainly noticed an improvement in the number of correct answers from before. Um, oh, we've got a few late joiners. Eunice is here. Hello, Eunice. And yes, the way she pronounces first. Okay, let's listen to that again then.
As less advanced students, the counselling team runs a number of small group workshops. These last for 2 hours and are free to all enrolled students. Our first workshop is called Adjusting. We've found that tertiary education can come as a big shock for some people. After the structured learning environment of school, it is easy to feel lost. In this workshop, we will introduce you to what is necessary for academic success. As you might expect, we're targeting first-year students with this.
First year students, first year. So, yeah, maybe the pronunciation's a little bit different to what you are used to there. English class Egypt, freshman students, US, first year students, UK. Yeah, that's correct. So, freshman is a much, a very commonly used term in the US. In the UK, we would never use this. We would use first year students instead. Oh, we're getting more hellos. Good, good. English class Egypt. What about the capitalization, James? Now, I think capitalization is only going to be important here for places or names. So if you're writing someone's name, capitalization is important. If it's a country name or something like that, yes, you should capitalize in the correct way. Thanks, James. You're welcome, Anna Maria. So, again, hopefully this gives you an idea of what to expect in the IELTS test. Don't worry, everyone. Please, please, if you think, oh, I only got 2 answers or I only got 3 answers, don't worry about it. This is practice. The more you do of these types of tests, the more comfortable you will become, the quicker you will be at reading the questions, finding what the important information you should be listening for is. So, yeah, try not to worry too much if you thought this was a little bit difficult today. So that's our test finish. If anybody's got any questions, you can write them in the chat. We are also going to be doing a short homework assignment as well. Today's homework assignment is similar to the one we did in the previous live stream. However, it's very important that you read the top of the question first. And we'll go on to that in just a minute. But as I said, if anybody's got any questions, you can write them in the chat. Also, if you're watching this question after the live stream has finished, you can write some questions in the comment section on the YouTube video as well. So let's go on to our homework today. You're going to listen to me read a short passage. There will be 5 spaces. Fill in the 5 spaces with no more than 2 words and or a number. So remember what this means. No more than 2 words and or a number. So that means 1 word is okay. 2 words is okay. A number is okay. A word and a number is okay. So this is very, very important that we read this carefully in the exam. So today, no more than 2 words and or a number. So everybody, you should have your notepads ready to write down the missing words for today's homework. Remember, write no more than 2 words and or a number for each answer. So here we go. As you know, the school buildings date from various times, some from the 1970s, some from the last 5 years. And of course, Dartfield House is over a century old. It was commissioned by a businessman, Neville Richards, and intended as his family home. But he died before it was completed. His heir chose to sell it to the local council, who turned it into offices. A later plan to convert it into a tourist information centre didn't come about through lack of money, and instead it formed the nucleus of this school when it opened 40 years ago. So, everyone, what we should do with the homework now, don't post your answers on the chat for this group. Don't do that. You should put your answers in the comment section of the YouTube video, and then I will give you some feedback on your answers, and I'll usually leave it for around 2 days, and then I will put the correct answers in the comment section on YouTube. So please, everyone, just write your answers number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Post them on the comment section of the YouTube channel, and I will get back to you in a couple of days with the correct answer. So let's see. That's pretty much today's lesson over. We've got a few questions coming in. English class Egypt. If I wrote first year here, yeah, it can be lower. It should be a lowercase because it's part of the it's part of a sentence. So did I do it lowercase? Oh, I didn't. So that is, do you know, in that question there, I don't think it really matters here if it's first year students or if you hadn't capitalized it there. I don't think that would have mattered there, English class Egypt. For that type of question, don't worry too much about it. But if the answer was a city or a country or a person's name, I think it would be much more important there. If you just wrote a lowercase here, I think it would have been fine in the answer. So yeah. Um, okay. I vote for James to be a voice in Ielts. Okay, Anna Maria, you do that. You vote. I don't know where to vote, but yeah, we should vote somewhere. Thank you very much, Anna Maria. And we've got nice suggestion. Me too. Well, thank you very much, you guys, for the kind words. Very, very nice of you. So we are going to wrap up the live stream there just now. I will be back on Sunday. And on Sunday, I'm going to be giving you some listening tips. So I've got 10 kind of techniques and small tips that you can use to improve your listening skill and to improve your ability to understand and answer the questions in the test quickly and efficiently. So that's going to be in the next stream. Anna Maria saying, I understand all you say. Excellent, Anna Maria. That's very good to hear. Please remember, everyone, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, everyone, for your input in the group chat today. Please remember, if you want to join our WhatsApp group or visit the website, all the links are in the description to this video. You're very welcome, English class Egypt. And Julio, you are also very welcome. So we're going to finish there. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next live stream. See you later.